10 today, and today we're going to be looking at something which Lane's been doing. He's been quite into weightlifting.
Yeah, weightlifting. So, what is weightlifting?
That'd be good. Yeah.
So,
that'd be a good question for you.
Weightlifting, people think it's just pumping weights, biceps, triceps. It's an Olympic sport. So, if you watch the Olympics and you see people lift some massive weight over their head, that's what weightlifting is. So it is a competitive sport, and it's not well known, but you might have seen it in CrossFit, where they do a lot of barbell work. So that might be popularized there. And let's go through how I got started. So how did I get started? Well, obviously I got started because I was lifting weights. And it's a little bit of a backstory there. I was on a family holiday in China, and we're in Beijing. And on TV, I saw some dudes in competition lifting some weight over there. I'm like, oh, this is pretty cool. But it wasn't until I did some powerlifting competitions, and after that, I was like, hey, let's dabble in some weightlifting, because I've always wanted to do it, but never really had the know-how and even the guts to do it because it looks so complicated.
So how did you get the know-how? Where did you first go to learn?
Yeah, so I joined this gym back in, this could have been about 3 years ago, and there was a few weightlifters there, and one of them competed nationally. And I still remember him. His name was Mike, and he was such a nice guy. He was in his 50s, but he was absolutely jacked.
Which gym was it?
It was called Into Fitness. It was a little bit further away from where we are in Ringwood. But he was a national level weightlifter, and he thought he'd give us a few lessons, and said I had potential.
And what do you think, since you started weightlifting, what do you think the benefits you've really got out of it?
Yeah, so that's one of the things that people ask. What are the benefits? Why don't you just do just a conventional exercise? So the benefits are you're going to gain some strength, and also with strength comes mobility. You'll develop more mobile joints just because weightlifting demands a lot of flexibility in there. And in weightlifting, you only do in competition, you only do 1 rep, but when in training, you only do 1 to 3 or sometimes 5. So very low reps, but you get a lot of conditioning out of it just because there's so many components. So in one lift, you might have 3 components, and they're all big, heavy compound movements like a deadlift, squat, and even a press. But that's to simplify it. It's more than that. So the benefits there, they do have some disadvantages though.
Yeah. Before we get on the disadvantages, your juicy quads, did you have them before or after you started weightlifting?
I wouldn't say they're too juicy compared to the top athletes, but I think I had them before. So you definitely have to develop some good leg strength before you do any weightlifting. But
thought I was onto something here. I thought the weightlifting was a secret.
But Darcy, have you done any weightlifting?
Minimal. I've started to learn a little bit, some basic progressions, but not too much.
Oh, yep. So did you find any benefits while doing it, or you're not too versed in it at the moment?
I found I felt a lot through my shoulders.
Yeah.
I reckon a lot of weightlifters have quite big shoulders, but the other benefits that I found is quite technical and it's difficult, and I really enjoyed learning something that's hard.
Yeah. It is quite technical, and that brings me to one of the disadvantages. It is quite technical, so you gotta go to someone that knows what they're talking about, because of the technicality, you can be prone to injury risk. So you don't want to drop a barbell on your head or dislocate shoulders or anything like that.
Have you had any injuries from it?
I had a pre-existing injury, but nothing really serious. So it's quite a safe sport when you think about it. So in footy, you play footy and you've had a few...
Plenty.
So me weightlifting for a few years, barely any injuries, maybe little niggles here and there, but you've had a shoulder injury in footy, yeah?
Yeah, plenty of shoulders, a few other ones, quad and adductor, so yeah, it looks, I think weightlifting probably looks more dangerous than it is.
Yeah, so it's not actually that dangerous. And in China, they actually start their athletes at 9 years old or even younger. So even safe for kids.
So we might have a few late starters here though, listening to the podcast.
Yeah, I'm thinking that. But leads me to one more disadvantage is it's a lot harder for taller people. Is that right?
Yeah, it's not my help, isn't it? I'm 6'4".
6'4", yeah, definitely a lot more demand for taller people.
That doesn't mean being tall you can't try it.
No. If you listen to our last podcast, Monique, she's quite good at it. She's a national volleyballer. She's quite good at weightlifting.
How tall is she? 6'2", I think she said.
Yeah, 6'2". So only a couple of inches shorter than you. So no excuses.
So this leads it to our next one.
Yeah.
If you're a beginner starting out, never tried the sport before, what would be 3 exercises you'd suggest to start trying?
Oh, so
regressions.
3 exercises you want to get down pat before you try weightlifting. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but you want to dabble in these 3 movements. So the first movement is the overhead squat. So overhead squat, pretty much having the barbell over your head, securing it, and squatting down as low as you can. So that gives you a bit of a taste of what it's like to do a snatch, which is one of the competition movements. And then next we have the front squat. So front squat, people are used to having the bar on their back for back squat, but front squat, you're going to have it just on the shoulder girdle, and that's more tying into the clean and jerk, where you have to catch the bar, clean it up, and jerk it. And the last one is, people think that the start of the weightlifting movement is like a deadlift, but it's actually a little bit more like a squat. So you got to focus on positioning your body a little bit different. So you work on some pulling. So we call them snatch pulls or clean pulls, and it's more like a squat. So your hips are lower and you're using your legs a lot more. So those are 3 things. And if you search it up on YouTube, there's a lot of examples on there. We might put some examples up as well.
I put it on the spot, but do you have any YouTube channels or YouTube videos you watch in particular?
So there's a couple of good ones. One's called All Things Gym, and another one is called Book Grip. So if you want to know what it's about, or you don't know what it is and you want to check it out, go to those YouTube channels, and you can see a glimpse of what it is and what it's like maybe for some athletes to train like that.
So that's pretty good coverage of weightlifting.
Yeah, does that get you interested?
Yeah, it does get me interested. I think it's definitely something that I will try. And maybe once I get a bit better, I can put a few videos up on Instagram.
I'd love to see you do a snatch or clean and jerk.
That brings us now. We've got a listener's question this week. And a couple of weeks ago, we had a listener's question from Laura. Where's Laura from?
Laura
from Donvale.
Donvale.
Yeah, Laura from Donvale. And we had, what are the signs of overtraining? I reckon we could probably give 2 or 3 each.
Alright, so have you been overtrained before, Darcy?
Yes, I think I have. Yeah. Generally, I've found the the signs I've got feel really lethargic, really flat. Injuries. The other one I find that I get they're injured and I'm struggling to lift weights which I should be finding quite easy. Or like during my warm-ups, that's really struggling.
And I think that's one of the main things. Like, most people aren't going to be severely overtrained to the point where they get sickness or they feel depressed, but they will have signs like warm-up weights are going to be heavier, or when you're going for a run, lower kilometers that you do are going to be more taxing. You're just going to feel like you can't make it to the end. So your performance is stagnant or dropping. That's one sign.
Do you feel like you've had overtraining before?
Not true overtraining, but I've had symptoms of overtraining. So one of them is just lethargic. So throughout the day, you're just not as energized. And secondly, it can also disrupt your sleep a little bit. So
what about you? I reckon your hip was overtraining.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. So definitely my hip was overtrained from a previous injury. So
a bit of bursitis and tendon injuries are definitely a sign, I think.
Yes, definitely tendons. So overuse. But you want to when you have those signs, you want to monitor those and maybe dial down training for a week or so. So usually have a deload week.
Deload, change it up a bit. Even if you're doing the same movements and drop it back to 50 to 70% of the weight.
Yeah, that's definitely a good one.
And then just take it easy.
Because
true overtraining is like chronic, and then a lot of the signs that we find are ourselves getting more acute. So they're only short short symptoms, like over a week or two. But if you keep training through that, that's when you get into true overtraining.
Yeah.
So acute's easy to fix, chronic's hard.
Yeah. And I'm sure none of you guys are going to be chronic overtrainers.
And if you are, you've probably had a few signs for a while. So just keep an eye out for those.
Alright, that's it.
Yeah, thanks for listening, guys. 10-minute fitness on Instagram.
Yeah.
And
we've got some exciting news happening, but we'll keep you posted. And see you guys next week.